Hey, how's it going? Happy to see you. Want another advanced English class?
Good day, teacher. That's why I'm here. This is Teacher Peter Hernandez. Good morning, everyone. I love learning English. I need you to teach us some important phrases in advanced English so we can improve and speak like a native.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here with all of you today. I love teaching English, and it's excellent that you want to learn advanced English. I'm very proud of all of you, and, of course, I'll help you improve your English. Take notes and practice, it will help a lot. Let's start with the phrase, make it work. Have you ever heard this expression?
I think so, but I don't remember.
To make it work means to get the best out of a terrible situation. Do what you can with what you have. I'll give you some examples so you can understand it better. Due to the pandemic, I had to stay home, work, and take care of the kids. I had to make it work. Another example, I can only go to the store once a month. I had to make it work. Or, my wife had another family before I met her, but we make it work. Another phrase is, where, what, or why on earth. It's a well-known phrase. We use it to express the idea that we or someone else has no idea about something. This usually happens when you haven't seen or heard about something in a long time. I'll give you some examples. Where on earth did you find my mom's necklace? Why on earth would someone do that? Or, what the hell were you thinking? Another, why on earth, is why would someone jump off that building when they said life was so good? Another expression, which some may argue can be used both negatively and positively, is, some might argue. It's used to express different viewpoints. I can give you some examples. Colombia is a great friendly place to live, however, some might argue it has crazy traffic in winter, it gets too cold. But some might argue during the day, it gets too hot. Some might argue that kids today have it better than when the older generation went to school. It's a very famous expression, so I recommend using it in your daily life. Don't wait for the right moment, you can start using this and other phrases in any conversation. Another good expression is, pick up something new. This phrase is used to express that someone has started something new. For example, last year, I picked up tennis. It means I started learning or practicing tennis. I picked up learning English since the pandemic started. Many people love animals, so I picked up working as a veterinarian. I'd like to pick up something artistic at some point. Another phrase is, make ends meet. This means you have a tight budget, not much money to spend, but you make it work. Like the last expression, you find creative solutions to get the money you need to cover your expenses. For example, I had to work extra hours just to earn a little more. I can't make ends meet anymore. I can't earn enough money for rent, food, etc. That's it. It means it's enough, like when you're tired of something. For example, someone insists you buy a product, and you say, okay, you can go now. I came here just to visit the museum, and that's it. Another phrase is, get by. It means getting along with what's at hand. Maybe you face some challenges, but you're still working on it. It's hard to achieve your goals. You're paying your bills, paying your rent, getting by. For example, I can't afford a new coat, so I have to get by with this one. Did you get by to find out what we can do? Use this to express an opinion more formally, maybe in a meeting, for example. I find if I leave home before 7, there's not much traffic. I find as you get older, you learn what your strengths and limitations are. Another phrase is, get into something. This means starting something or being interested in something new. Maybe you want to get into a new hobby or explore a new skill. Then you can say, lately, I've been getting into natural sports. Or, what have you been getting into? It means, what have you been doing or what have you been into lately? I've been getting into swimming, for example. To handle something means to handle it successfully. For example, are you able to handle all your work, or are you overwhelmed? Or, I'm not handling it very well. I think I need a hand to help me handle it. Another expression, missed the point, means it went over your head or you didn't understand something. If you missed the meaning of something you heard or read, you don't understand what it really means. For example, I think you missed the point, so let me explain what I meant. If she thinks what bothers me is losing money, then she misses the point. The point is that she's being treated like a fool, and that bothers me.
Another common expression is, hit the hay. This means to go to bed or go to sleep. After a long day at work, I usually hit the hay early to feel refreshed the next day. A similar phrase is, read between the lines. This means to understand the hidden meaning or message in a situation or communication. When negotiating a deal, it's essential to read between the lines to grasp the true intentions. Another saying is break the ice. This means to initiate a conversation in a social setting, making people feel more comfortable. When meeting new colleagues, telling a light joke can help break the ice. An example is burn the midnight oil. This means to work late into the night or early morning hours. Before the deadline, I had to burn the midnight oil to finish the project. A familiar expression is spill the beans. This means to reveal a secret or disclose confidential information. Despite my best efforts, my friend spilled the beans about the surprise party. Another phrase is throw in the towel. This means to give up or surrender, usually after facing challenges. After months of trying, he decided to throw in the towel and abandon the project. Similar to that is bite the bullet. This means to endure a painful or difficult situation with courage. Facing tough times, she had to bite the bullet and tackle her financial problems head-on. Another saying is jump on the bandwagon. This means to adopt a popular trend or activity. Many companies are quick to jump on the bandwagon of using social media for marketing. An example is take the bull by the horns. This means to confront a difficult situation directly and with determination. Instead of avoiding the issue, he decided to take the bull by the horns and address the problem. A common expression is, the ball is in your court. This means it's now someone else's turn to take action or make a decision. I've done my part. Now the ball is in your court to finalize the deal. Another phrase is kick the bucket. This is a euphemism for dying or passing away. Despite his age, he had no plans to kick the bucket anytime soon. A similar saying is, bite off more than you can chew. This means to take on a task that is too challenging or overwhelming. I warned him not to bite off more than he could chew by accepting multiple projects simultaneously. Another expression is, burn bridges. This means to damage relationships or cut off ties, usually by acting irresponsibly or unprofessionally. Quitting a job without notice can lead to burning bridges with former colleagues. An example is cry over spilled milk. This means to lament or be upset about something that has already happened and cannot be changed. There's no use crying over spilled milk. Let's focus on finding a solution. A familiar phrase is get cold feet. This means to become nervous or hesitant, especially before a significant event. Before the wedding, it's not uncommon for people to get cold feet and reconsider their decision. Another saying is beat around the bush. This means to avoid directly addressing a topic or issue. Instead of beating around the bush, be straightforward and express your concerns. Similar to that is burn the bridge behind you. This means to take actions that make it impossible to return to a previous state or relationship. By revealing confidential information, he unknowingly burned the bridge behind him. Another phrase is fall on deaf ears. This means that your words or advice are ignored or not taken seriously. Despite my warnings, it seemed to fall on deaf ears, and they proceeded with the risky plan. An example is spare no expense. This means to spend without restraint, especially when it comes to quality or luxury. For their anniversary, he decided to spare no expense and booked a lavish vacation. A common expression is burn a hole in your pocket. This means to spend money quickly or impulsively. Getting a bonus at work shouldn't burn a hole in your pocket. Consider saving some for the future. Another phrase is, call it a day. This means to stop working on something or conclude an activity. After hours of brainstorming, we decided to call it a day and resume our work tomorrow. A similar saying is, pull someone's leg. This means to tease or play a joke on someone, often in a good-natured way. I couldn't believe it when my friend said he won the lottery. I thought he was just pulling my leg. Another expression is, turn over a new leaf. This means to make a fresh start or change for the better. After the breakup, she decided to turn over a new leaf and focus on self-improvement. An example is, be all ears. This means to be fully attentive and ready to listen. When my friend started sharing her exciting news, I was all ears, eager to hear every detail. A familiar phrase is, out of the blue. This means something unexpected or happening without warning. The job offer came out of the blue, and I was thrilled to accept it.
Hope you really liked this conversation. If you could improve your English and practice a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Remember that practice makes perfect. I'll see you in the next video.